Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Play. Today I'm going to be playing an older game. It's called Ultimate Ride Disney Coaster. This game was developed by Gigawatt Studios and Disney Imagineering, and it was published by Disney Interactive Studios. It was for Windows 95, 98, and XP, and this is actually the second or third installment of this game series. In 2001, they created Ultimate Ride, which I've never actually played, but in 2002 they released Ultimate Ride Coaster Deluxe and Disney Coaster. I actually own both Ultimate Ride Coaster Deluxe and Disney Coaster. I'm not really sure what I did with the Ultimate Ride Coaster Deluxe. It's in here. It's in my room somewhere. I actually just found this while I was cleaning last night, and I thought I would pop it in and do a Let's Play video because I honestly don't see this very often on YouTube. So I thought, why not? So I figured let's just see how realistic of a roller coaster we can build. I mean, this game is not very realistic, but I thought it'd be kind of a fun challenge. Okay, I'm gonna use steel, and I'm just gonna use the field. If my memory serves correct, I would love to use Main Street and Frontierland, but these two, for some reason, the sky glitches out horribly. And it's at least the last time I played, and so I'm not even gonna bother with that. So we're just gonna use the field. Now, interestingly enough, Disney put out a coaster game in 1993, and it was called Coaster. And it ran on DOS, and I actually own that one also. I didn't buy it. My cousin gave it to me when he got tired of it, and it ran. You had to have a floppy disk drive. It ran on DOS. It was very pixelated, but the controls down here were very, very similar to what this game has. So if it's not a direct sequel, it's very much a spiritual successor. It's kind of interesting, I think. Okay, so I did end up having to redub a lot of this video. I adjusted my audio levels in my game capture program, but for some reason the game audio was still like way louder than my voice. So I'm dubbing over it. Plus, it just took me a really long time to build this ride. I don't think anyone would want to sit here for like an hour and watch me mess around with this. So I'm just going to kind of talk about the game over the time lapse. Here I'm adjusting the color scheme, and I've chosen my station. There's a few different types of stations. There's the amusement park station, which is a generic theme. There's Tomorrowland, there's Frontierland, and there's Toontown. The Tomorrowland one kind of resembles Space Mountain, sort of, the Paris version, and then Frontierland, I assume that it resembles like Big Thunder Mountain. I'm not really sure what the Toontown one is supposed to resemble. But they don't really give you a whole lot of choices as far as stations. And the stations kind of just float. There's no stairs or anything that leads up to them. And they have, for braking, they have a chain lift for whatever reason. And right here, I was kind of just briefly explaining what each button does. The lightning bolt symbol is an accelerator. The wheel with the sparks is a brake. The chain is a chain lift. The one with the cart, it is called a retarder, and I only can assume that that's a brake. That possibly just decelerates faster than the brake, the normal brake. And then the tube is a tunnel, which tunnels in this game are kind of weird because they're very they're see-through. I don't really know why, but they decided to make them see-through, but they did. And then the no symbol with the track, that's delete. Above that, you have short straight pieces, you have long straight pieces, you have curved pieces, loop pieces, a full corkscrew, and an S-bend. All these pieces can be adjusted as far as pitch and banking, and you can even adjust the length and the width of, like, say, curves. So, and these are really helpful tools. If you have ever played this game and you didn't use those tools, I would really recommend getting used to those, because it makes building a lot easier. You can do a whole lot with these tools. There's a brown arrow button in the bottom left corner of the controls, and this button will open up more elements like half loops, half corkscrews, vertical drops, and things like that. And I don't think I really opened it till I got to the Batwing, which actually I'm just about gotten to. There we go. So you've got your vertical drop, you've got 2 long curve pieces, a half loop, and then 2 half corkscrews. And these can all be adjusted as well. The controls of this game really aren't that bad. They're actually very easy to use, very simplistic. When I heard Roller Coaster Tycoon World was going to be put out, I actually kind of assumed that they would go with kind of a building system similar to this, instead of like a spline system. To be honest, I think the building in this is a lot simpler than trying to build something in Roller Coaster Tycoon World based on all the footage I've seen of it. I do think Roller Coaster Tycoon World looks nicer than this, but this is an old game, so it's not really saying a whole lot. So now I've basically added like all the elements I'm going to add, except I think I just wanted to add one more helix and then a brake run. Which, one of the tricky bits of this game is it doesn't just... you have a snap button to snap the last piece of track to the station, but if you don't line it up well, it'll just be like this really awkward curve, or like crooked piece of track. And I try to avoid that whenever I can when I'm playing this, so I try my best to get everything lined up right. And then I just add all my props. This game, it's not a theme park simulator at all. It's a roller coaster simulator. So they add all these props for you to place. And you cannot make it look like an actual amusement park, but you can kind of give it that feel that it's in an amusement park, sort of. I mean, yeah, we're in a field, there's no pavement, but you can still add props to kind of give it that feel and that look, which is kind of nice. I don't like, however, that you cannot see the textures of the objects or the ground or anything around you. The only thing that's textured in this is the track, and that bothers me because, well, like, for example, the trees are just these, like, shapes. They're not really, they don't resemble trees. It's just like, you know there's a tree there, but you don't know what the tree looks like. I mean, with the ride objects, it's a little bit more obvious. You know, obviously, okay, this is a Ferris wheel, this is a bench, whatever. But with trees, it's kind of like you're just picking a picture and then placing a shape where it should go. And that's one thing that was a little disappointing. But one of the similarities between this and the 1983 coaster game is that you are building on a grid, and there really is nothing there. I think maybe that was kind of the feel that they were trying to go for, was that you're designing it in like a computer program. I mean, you're using a computer program to make it, but they kind of made it feel like a CAD program in the the old game, not a professional CAD game. It was just kind of a simulated CAD type thing, and I think maybe that might have been what they were going for with this game. I don't really know. But with Disney Coaster Ultimate Ride, there's less scenery to choose from. It's mostly Disney themed scenery. If you get Ultimate Ride Coaster Deluxe, there's a lot more scenery to choose from. There's a lot more abstract scenery. The scenery's not really realistic in either game, but there's just more to choose from in that one. When you finish building everything, you can select your car type. Which you have like Amusement Park, Tomorrowland, and Toontown. If you're building a wooden coaster, you have the Frontierland, which is the Big Thunder Mountain train. Tomorrowland is the Space Mountain Paris cars, and you can select the fanfare and number of trains, or number of trains. I don't think you can select number of cars. Another option is choosing judges, and this is a very similar feature to the 1993 game, where you could choose different people to judge your ride, and they would rate your ride based on their personalities and everything. Here they gave you Disney characters, so you have Daisy, Donald, Goofy, Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto to judge your ride. I don't believe that Ultimate Ride Coaster Deluxe had this feature, but it's been a very, very long time since I've played that, so I could be wrong. They might have some kind of judge system, but I'm just picking Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, and Goofy for my judges. And now we will ride the coaster and see how it turned out. So this has been Ultimate Ride Disney Coaster. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want me to do another one of these, let me know in the comment section. If you want me to try to find Ultimate Ride Coaster Deluxe, let me know. I might look for that anyway, just because I have it somewhere. I just don't know where. But I will look for it. But that's it for this video, so thank you guys for watching.